Because otherwise I might forget.
Because when you chilling in New York for a little while, you get into that hanging out,
Doing you.
first world mindset,
And so I spit.
I spit to kick my ass back to the broken down shack in the slums outside of Quito, Ecuador, where my cousin died from doing crack.
I spit to slap me with the fact that every time I pay a tax, I help my government murder innocent people in Iraq. And there is nothing liberal or conservative about that.
So take me back to West African villages where poverty pillages my boys like Al Mustafa, who I know are still living in utter desperation.
Because these are the people and places that should shape my political view. Not Fox or CNN, the New York Post or Daily News. Nah.
I use reality to keep my politics in order.
And if I feel a little moderate, I spit this trip down to the border. Over 1,500 of our people have made their graves in the last 3 years.
I keep it radical for each of them and all our families'
And
tears.
if it appears that to be radical is too intense for me to fit in, well, that is all the more reason for me to stand here spitting the peace that keeps me radical.
Because it's the same peace being demanded by the prisoners of Guantanamo.
It's the same peace Native Americans deserved when they fought alongside Geronimo.
This is the piece of skin torn from a mother's limb when Lebanon was
And
bombed.
a piece of porcelain that reminds her children of her now that she is gone.
It's the piece of Muslim prayer
A
calls.
piece of Christian
It's
songs.
the piece that keeps me sewn into the fabric of every
It's
sweatshop.
the last piece of bread before the famine stole the whole crop.
The little piece of genius my boys keep hidden under
And
hoods.
this piece is to remind me it ain't easy to be good.
And I should be proactive like families hustling in my hood.
And always keep it moving, cause doing nothing is not peace.
Forget slamming for a score, this is my only way to breathe.
Can you have another element?
Cause art is more than my release when my commander-in-chief is a slanderous thief. And I'm standing neck deep in the blood of my peeps. And I can't keep my head above water much longer. I spit to the dead and I said in their honor, forgive me and give me the peace to be stronger.
And this is what they left.
They left this breath in my lungs to be sung.
When people are being murdered and poets are silenced by the state,
I spit this piece to conquer hate.
in streets and then in
I will
courtrooms,
yell it in my song till they throw me in the hole.
and covered by their darkness, I will hold this piece of light.
And I seen in children's eyes, it reminds me why we fight.
And from right here, I spit the depths of it.
My tears cry beside the desolate.
There ain't no amount of
And no
hours
governmental
will
powers
sicken me with
will
mediocrity.
turn me to a coward.
Because radical means rebuilding.
All the peace that they devoured.
And just in case y'all didn't hear us,
Let us spit it louder. I want peace from the Bronx to Baghdad to Sierra Leone. Peace for every man, woman, and child without a home. I want peace in Bolivia, Mexico, y Ecuador. Peace built on policies to stop keeping my people poor. I want peace on my block between us and the police. I want peace between America and the entire Middle East. I want peace so bad, but I need to want it more. I need to want it more than these weapons companies want war.
Yeah, but I don't have.
and if you look, you will see that in my eyes.
They are bloodshot red because real men are not afraid to cry.
And I am not afraid to say that I believe peace is possible.
But that is radical, my people.
And radical means to the
And
root.
if we have the courage to admit it, the root of peace is me and you.
Remember, life should not be easy for any.
While life is this hard for this many.
So if I ever lose my radical point of view,
Spit this piece to wake me up. And I promise I'll come back to you.